Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cavaliers will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Boston College's offense has the ball first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. Got some room into the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Eagles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over. Throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Silva. Pushed down for the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Jones. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it along the sideline. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature.
Got enough space, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The short hands, it's Hodges. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Tosses it back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
This Boston College offense has it working. Finding an escape route. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hodges. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Setting up the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he makes the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Holden finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure.
Touchdown, Eagles! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got him this time. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Cavaliers want to move quickly.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Off play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The Golden Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. The short hands, it's Jones. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in a pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Virginia! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff, it's Silva. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Got the 1st down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Unloads to the right. Found the spot in the defense. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. BC back to work after picking up the first down. On the move, it's Silva. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your front.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. With all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It is perfect. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the fourth quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Slithers into space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. They'll go right back to the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking for space, it's Silva. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Gives it on the option. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Just over a minute to go. Drama is high, guys, to see if they can hold on to this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end it.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. To the air on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't find a man. He just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Got to have it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Silva. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.